Your child is not a reflection of your identity. A common misconception about parenthood is that children are possessions or property of their parents, but this way of thinking is actually a recipe for stress and disappointment. When we view children as our own personal achievements or extensions of ourselves, we automatically set ourselves up for failure. This expectation of ownership and perfect parenting can lead to feelings of inadequacy and guilt when our children don't meet our standards. In reality, children are unique individuals with their own agency, and by recognizing this, we can begin to let go of unrealistic expectations and cultivate a more compassionate and realistic relationship with our kids. A surprising fact about self-control is the concept of coming through parents, a perspective that challenges the traditional view of children being from their parents. In essence, this means that children are not a part of their parents in the classical sense, but rather, they emerge or come through them. This concept is rooted in the understanding that genetics contribute about 50% to a child's traits, while environmental factors and individual choices account for the remaining 50%. This realization can be liberating, as it allows parents to see their children as unique individuals, rather than reflections of themselves. For instance, a child can be born with a predisposition to a certain talent or trait, but it is the environment and individual choices that shape its development and expression. By acknowledging this, parents can shift from a mindset of ownership to one of guidance and support, recognizing that their child's life is not a reflection of their own, but rather a distinct journey that is shaped by a combination of genetic, environmental, and individual factors. This understanding can help parents cultivate a sense of detachment, allowing them to let go of the need to control or own their child's life, and instead, focus on nurturing and supporting their growth and development as an independent individual. In essence, parenting is not about possessing or controlling our children's lives, but about co-creating an environment where they can thrive and become the best versions of themselves. This understanding can be incredibly liberating, as it frees us from the burden of trying to shape our children into specific molds or meet our own expectations of what they should be. When we let go of ownership, we can stop taking their choices and decisions personally, and instead, focus on supporting them in their individual journeys. This perspective shift can help us become more present and available for our children, rather than being reactive and controlling. As a concrete example, consider a teenager who decides to pursue a career path that differs from our own aspirations for them. Instead of feeling a sense of loss or disappointment, we can choose to see this as an opportunity for our child to explore their passions and develop their own identity. By doing so, we can maintain a sense of connection and love, while also respecting their autonomy and individuality, and allowing them to make their own decisions and mistakes. As we've explored throughout this conversation, embracing the interconnectedness of parent-child relationships requires a fundamental shift in our understanding of ourselves and our children. It means recognizing that our children are not possessions or property, but rather unique individuals who come through us. One powerful way to cultivate this mindset is by embracing impermanence. Impermanence is the acknowledgement that everything in life is constantly changing, including the dynamics of our relationships with our children. It's the understanding that our children's needs, interests, and identities will evolve over time, and that our role as parents is to support and guide them through these changes, rather than trying to control or own them. By embracing impermanence, we can break free from unrealistic expectations and let go of the need to control our children's lives. In doing so, we can create space for greater understanding, empathy, and peace in our relationships, and allow our children to flourish as independent individuals. As we conclude this exploration of interconnected parent-child relationships, remember that your role as a parent is not to own or control your child's life, but to nurture and support their journey. By embracing their independence and individuality, you can let go of unrealistic expectations and find peace. This new perspective on parenting can be a game changer for you and your child, leading to a more loving, empathetic, and peaceful relationship.